Hi there, absolutely gospel music fans. I'm Shelsea, and I'm sitting with the Isbells.
Yeah!
Woo! And we have Eric and Caleb and Autumn,
Yeah.
and they are amazing. And there's no lead hogging happening at this table. We are
Not
lead
today.
hog free.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
right
Absolutely.
here, absolutely.
Doing away with that. No more.
No pun
No
intended.
more, no more. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourselves. How long have you been doing this? Do they make you do this, Autumn?
Not at all.
Oh, you
this
want
is
to?
my passion. This is my
Okay.
calling. This is my passion. We've been traveling as a family for working on 11 years now.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
so
I love
we
that.
absolutely love it. And we've done in the last, how many, in 11
Well,
years?
Next
I can't
March will
even
be
count.
11 years.
Yes.
We've done, in the 10 years, just over 2,400 concerts. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
You keep track?
Yeah, he
well,
does. I
yeah.
don't know
Are you
how.
a numbers kind of guy?
I am a numbers
I love
kinda
it. Like
guy.
you're like a
Yeah.
math guy.
loves
Yes,
math.
he
Like
loves
the,
math.
there's numbers on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I like
good.
statistics, yeah.
Yep.
That's a
does.
cool thing.
Yeah.
I also know that not only are you a numbers guy, but you're a pastor.
A pastor.
A pastor.
Yes.
You pastored, right?
pastored.
I pastored for 12 years, almost 13 years, and then we got so busy singing and traveling that my father-in-law was my assistant pastor, and he
Okay.
was preaching all the time. And I said, well, maybe we should talk to the church about you pastoring, and I'll be your assistant when we're at home. And so we help out when we're at home. And
Oh,
and,
that's a great
but
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we started out, probably on a different type of journey than most people start out. Nobody knew us in the beginning. We didn't have a business card, didn't have a CD, didn't have a website.
Yeah.
And so I called, and this is no joke, I called over 100 churches in the very beginning and booked like 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because, I mean,
People
there
need
was...
to hear the real.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's right. And of
Absolutely.
course, he was 9 years old. She was 11 years old at the time.
We've come a long way.
Yeah.
We
And
definitely
so-
are
It's
like we
been
used
so
to.
good.
Now we've been with Chapel Valley Record Company for since 2011. We've recorded 10 CDs
Yes.
with them.
Oh.
We've recorded a couple
That's
of videos.
amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
a couple of music videos, and God's just been very good. And we have
Yes.
business cards now.
Yeah, I was gonna- and a website?
And a
And a
website.
website.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all the
Absolutely.
things.
And
Coming
so,
on up.
you know, doors just started opening for us, and so before we knew it, we were doing 300 something dates a year.
Wow.
And
That's
but-
a lot though. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds pretty awesome and a little bit bougie. Like, yeah, we on the road. We gotta. But the truth is, you gotta dig down deep
Yes.
Oh,
to
yeah.
do that day after day.
Yeah.
And you're,
Yeah.
I guess, on a bus. You're on
Well,
a bus.
no,
you're on a
we-
plane. You're
we-
on a train and an automobile.
Oh,
But they
yeah.
get there, no matter how. They're
We
gonna
get
get there.
there.
One of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a lot.
It is.
What is
That's-
that in the daily life of
Yeah.
that?
Well, I mean,
It's changed
it
a
is-
lot in the last 5-6 years. It's changed,
Yeah.
but in the
Yes.
very beginning, we started out with a retirement home ministry. That's how it was different,
Okay.
and I couldn't get the churches to book us. And somebody had reached out to me and said, "Hey, have you thought about doing retirement homes?" And I said, "Well, we got to pay the bills, you know. We've done retirement homes when I was pastoring, you know, but they didn't pay us anything." And he said, "Well, they'll pay you a little something to go sing for them. You know, a lot of them have entertainment." Well, I said I called 100 churches and booked 2. Well, I called 250 retirement homes and booked 250 retirement homes. Yeah, that first
Whoa,
year. Yeah,
that's just like,
that
a
first
whole
year.
shift,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
And so really a lot of what we were doing in the very beginning of our ministry was those retirement homes, but we started meeting pastors, we started
Yep.
recording the
Met a
CDs,
lot of
and so God started opening doors for us in that way. And we were working hard. These kids were working hard, helping us sing and travel. But you said, how does that look? Well, and they threatened my life back in the day, but there was a few
Almost.
times that we did 5 and 6 retirement homes
In
in
one
one
day.
day.
In one
Yeah,
day?
and there was
And we're talking like hour concerts.
there was
you-
one.
Bringing in your equipment and everything,
Yeah,
right?
it's a
Like
lot
you're
of work.
setting up,
Yes,
tearing
it
down,
is.
and doing it again.
Doing a 1 hour
It was our
concert.
whole life.
Wow.
And
It's our whole life.
It consumed.
It was.
we did 24 in 1 week one time, and we did 43 in a month.
Oh,
one
my
time.
goodness.
Yeah, and we and towards the end of that month, we all had strep throat, and it
Yeah.
was like
It takes a toll on you
Yeah.
physically.
It does.
It really does.
and
So
they said,
those
"Don't ever do
people-
this again."
Those people in those retirement communities were there for us
Yeah.
so many times. And they would be like, we just love it when y'all come. You bring a smile to our face. And we're like, you guys bring a smile
Oh, yeah.
to our face. And it was so encouraging to see them smiling and laughing. Because sometimes people don't even come to see
But
them.
a lot of those people
so-
that we
yeah.
sang to also used to come to NQC.
Yeah.
And before we started singing on main stage at NQC, we were singing to people that said, "I used to go to NQC," or "I used to go to the Gaithers, and I did this and I did that." And I'm like, we're singing to the same people. It's just we're catching them a little bit later, you know. But
Same audience.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter when.
But they were so encouraging. They'd be like, y'all need to be singing at NQC, or y'all need to be doing the Gaither thing, or y'all need, And we're like, we're where we need to be right now. This is where God has us, and our journey's different. But yeah, life has changed. And of course, COVID flipped everything upside down, But I'm gonna tell you, God has been faithful to open doors for us, and
That is
we've
so
we're still now all we do is the churches, because before COVID, we had kind of scaled back the retirement home ministry, and then that just shut everything down.
Yes, you couldn't go in for anything.
Yeah.
And they're still very strict about it.
Yeah.
Yes, Oh, goodness. So what is your project here that you brought with you?
This is our newest album. It's called Beyond, and this, we think, is our best project yet. And we wrote most of the songs on here. I think you wrote, I don't really know.
Well, no, I was actually counting that up earlier. We wrote
We
4.
like numbers. Hold on.
We
How
wrote-
many do we got here?
We wrote 4. I wrote
So
3
funny, I
and
never
she
even
wrote
noticed
1.
that about him
But
until right now.
but a lot of hey, I like numbers.
Numbers are cool.
Yeah.
You can find a lot of numbers in they have biblical meanings.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Do
right.
you like
Yeah.
that?
I
Yeah.
do.
So what's
I do.
number 7 mean?
Well, it's
See, watch
it's
this.
it's a number of perfection,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so
And
it's
completion.
a very that's right.
Yeah. But how many did you write here?
I wrote 3,
Okay.
which is also a good number.
Ooh, the Trinity,
yeah,
Father,
that's-
Son,
yeah,
Holy
that's-
Ghost.
that's
Let's keep
right.
going.
Yep.
But-
What can happen in 3 days? Listen, I love numbers too.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But anyway, the reason she probably thought we wrote more is because a lot of our albums we wrote all of the songs.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes.
so
And there are originals on here that
Yeah.
people wrote, and
Yeah,
then, like they never recorded them, so
Right.
it's like it's original to us.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So,
And it's neat to have other creative people around you. and
Yes.
bring
Yeah,
more
like-
things
Yes.
to the table.
One of the songs we have on this album is I think Joseph Aberdink and a couple others I think co-wrote the song, and we got the opportunity to debut the song.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's an honor, right?
yeah.
It
and
is.
that's our
Yeah.
single right now.
It's
so
our
to
single
say.
on the radio.
So,
Yeah.
Ooh, very cool.
Yeah.
And so if they want to get a hold of this,
yes, they
our
can
people
go,
at Absolutely Gospel Music can go where?
they can go to isbellfamilymusic.com, and it's available on there as well as all of the streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Spotify,
Yes.
Yeah.
MySpace.
Yep.
No,
well, you
MySpace doesn't work anymore. Y'all
yeah.
are just gonna say yes.
went
I
back
did
a couple
say
of
yes.
years there.
Yeah.
It's pretty much on everything, YouTube and
Yeah.
but yeah, they can
can find
access
it everywhere.
that CD, and I think about 3 or 4 others of the newer projects that we've done.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Y'all keep
So-
doing the hard and holy work out there. We appreciate
Thank
what
you.
you're
Thank you.
doing.
Thank you so much.
You're bringing life to people.
Well, we appreciate the
Appreciate it.
opportunity to share with you and your audience,
Yeah.
and so
Well,
thanks so
thank
much
you.
for inviting us to be part of this.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming to the table at Absolutely Gospel Music.
Thank you.
We're going to drop the links in the comments. Y'all check them out, the Isbells.
All right.
Woo!
Come and see us.